Workshop, and we got a Scuf controller here, and you see it's pretty mangled. Paddles are not working on the back. One is working, but you got to press really hard to make it work. The right bumper's broken. We've got obviously our thumbsticks are completely mangled. We've got stick drift on this as well, so we're going to give this the ControllerModzAU love and touch, and have it come back and see what we've done to it and go from there. Okay, upon opening the controller, you can see there's a lot of dead skin and gunk, which is very common in all these controllers, even our controllers. People have it as well. You see a lot of the gunk just there on the sides. We're going to give this a complete turnover here. We're going to obviously give this thing a good clean. We're going to do a full assessment on all the components and bring back this controller back to life. We just removed the 4 screws on this board, and we're about to flip it over. And this is common with Scuf controllers. They have a little board with these little discs, and I won't be surprised as well, they are broken, and you can see they're sitting right there. Very common thing with Scuf controllers. I don't know why they do this, but it's one of the worst things. And just put a normal tack switch in there, it's soldered to the board, solves the problem. But no, they want this to happen. They want the controllers to break down so you can buy another one. Not good business practice with me. It makes money because people rely on these controllers, but still, I think that's disloyal to the customer. So we're going to do something completely different here. We're going to make this much better and make this more reliable for the customer. Sometimes some companies put this little tape and put the little discs to line up just so they can sit there, and you can see just me holding it there and pressing on the little switch, if I can get it to switch. No, I'm going to put it this way, and let me just lie down. See when I'm pressing on it, activating. But the right side, even though I put that there, it doesn't work at all. And you got to press really hard for it to work. So no good. So this is completely going to get ripped out, and we're going to put our style in, just checking obviously the bumper that we saw, and then you can see the rubber membrane is broken, which is very common, but never seen anything like that before. But it broke off, so we're going to be obviously repairing that. We're going to be putting smart bumpers in this one, and so we'll go to the next step. You just remove the board, and you can see from all the rubber that was worn out from those thumbsticks are all inside the controller. And these thumbsticks, you can see, well, anything gets inside these potentiometers like dust and grime will affect the performance. So we're going to replace these. We're going to show you what we're going to be putting in, and this is the Alps TMR thumbsticks. This is the exact same version, so you're not going to be losing the tensioning of this controller. This is obviously the exact same one as the one that I have in front of me. So it's exact same. Whoa, come here. It's exact same make, just has TMR potentiometers in there. It's actually not a potentiometer, but where the potentials do go. So we're going to take out these, rip them out, give this whole board a good clean, and then put the new ones in there, and we never get stick drift ever again. So these are really, really good. Looks like one of our big sellers at the moment. People are buying all these because you don't lose that tensioning. It feels exactly like a factory OEM controller feels like, which is really important. But if you want to get tension, we can actually add tension to them as well. All right, let's get to the build here. Okay, we've removed the potentiometers on the thumbsticks on the board. We've given it a good clean. You can see on both sides, nice and clean. Now we're going to install the new, obviously, Alps TMR thumbsticks in there, and we'll do that in a minute. We've ended up putting the thumbsticks in. You can see they're right there, and you can see they're nice and clean soldering points. Just pop these out so you can see how they are. Sitting beautifully, perfect. And like I said, these are like the OEM thumbsticks, just with TMR sensors on. So you're still going to get the exact same feel, which is very crucial for every gamer. We've all been adapted to the tensioning of the OEM thumbsticks. So some other companies have their other like Hall-effects and stuff like that. For example, like these ones here, they have a much more less spring in it, spring inside of these ones. And we do have another version that actually has a better spring as well, that gives you that more OEM feel. but we have them in stock, but we tending to move more towards these ones here. These are really good. We do have the Ghoulie kit thumbsticks, but those will be in our new website. We have an option where you can actually pick which one you like to have, but these are so good. So we stick with these. Okie dokie, so we've done everything. We've got it all buttoned up. Being a little bit lazy with the filming, sorry. Didn't want to show you all the stuff inside. Just, get the camera and position it and record. So we're just going to go through the rundown of what we did. So we end up changing the thumbsticks to TMR, and these are the Alps TMR. And you see still got the old sticks. I spoke to the customer. He's got some spare thumbsticks lying around, so he can change those. He's got the rings there, so he can just pop them off and put them on. I will send him some just Xbox thumbsticks. They sit a little bit higher than the normal PS4. PS4 ones sit really low on these controllers, so you're not going to get a very good circularity on these. So we end up just keeping these in for now, just because we want to calibrate the sticks, which we have done already. So when he gets it, he can just put the other ones in and they're all going to work perfectly fine. We end up putting smart bumpers, and you can see there, they're working. And the triggers are standard and they work beautifully. Oh, with the other one here, see it's working. And I got the calibration, the best I can get it at, as 7.3 and 6.5. Unfortunately on the PS4, when doing the calibrations, there's no fine tuning, so this is the best that we can get it at, which is perfectly fine. Still meeting all the circular high points, so that's the most important thing. And also we end up putting different switches inside. You hear they're more clickier, more responsive, and these will not break. You can click as long as you want. Before, the other ones were a bit more dull, so these are much more responsive. You still keep your paddles and everything else still works fine. So another Scuf controller repaired, guys. If you have one lying around, don't throw it out. I'm showing you right now, don't throw them out. Even if you've got a PS4 lying around, don't throw them out. If you want to get them modified, send to us, we can modify it for you, and you pay half the price of buying a new one. Stay tuned for some more cool stuff coming, and we'll see you on the next one. As always, peace.